Thanks to Kimball International, who proudly donated furniture for the WJTS in.form set. As a long-standing commercial furniture company with their corporate headquarters located in Jasper, Indiana, they are dedicated to serving the communities in which they operate. Through their bold entrepreneurial spirit, history of craftsmanship, and commitment to creating personalized experiences, Kimball International's family of brands turn ordinary spaces into meaningful places. In standing true to their Dare to be Makers of Possibility purpose, they believe in empowering people to unlock their potential and bring it to life for their employees, customers, shareholders, and the communities that they support. Now here's 18 WJTS in.form.
Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we are with the Elmer Buchta Technology Center Program Coordinator, Bridget Butcher. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so we were kind of chatting before the camera started rolling, of course, but I think a main thing I would love to ask you would be, what is the Elmer Buchta Technology Center? How old is it? What's going on over in Petersburg?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you. Again, like I said, I'm so glad that I get to be here today and help tell the story. So the Elmer Buchta Technology Center, it is a co-working space and then also a maker space. But on top of that, not just being a physical space, but we are offering workforce training and development and really being a physical presence for individuals who are looking for some support for businesses. So if they want to start or grow their own business, or maybe they're looking to find a location in the county to be able to start a brick and mortar store, we have those resources there on site. How it got started and where we are now today. So it actually got started about 10 years ago with a few individuals who were volunteering some time out at Pike Central High School, which is about a mile from the facility. And they noticed that some of the students at the school were very entrepreneur-minded. They wanted to make movies. They wanted to start their own businesses. And this got some adults really excited because they weren't just talking, they were executing, and they were creating some cool projects. And these individuals thought, if the students want to pursue these things, and obviously we want to keep them here in our county, where can they go next after they graduate high school? What do we have? Cheaper office space? Do we have equipment that they could use if they want to make a physical product? Do they have access to the Indiana Small Business Development Center? All these things that you just don't really realize. And so the answer was no, unfortunately. And then for the county's economic development coordinator, she needed a more formal location that she could go and showcase potential new projects, new businesses and industry to come to the community. So with an EDA grant and with a slew of incredible local families and businesses and organizations, by them making financial donations, they were able to create the facility. And so it opened in March of 2021. And then I have got to start working there since March of last year. So just recently celebrated 1 year, which is really exciting and fun. But yeah, that's a little bit about the story and when it opened.
Yeah, so the tech center is located just off I-69, correct?
Yes.
So it's kind of near the end of near the end of Pike County, or that little area off to the side. But that's one unique thing about the tech center, is that Pike County in itself is very blink and you'll miss it, lots of countryside, and I know of a lot of students that go to Pike Central High School and then they come to work in Jasper, or they go outside of the county and then come back. So being able to have a community center there is a good start to kind of build, and as you said earlier, a catalyst to make the community even stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to let those high school students know that, hey, here's some opportunities, and for them to go through some programs to network, and then also just hear from some of those individuals that I mentioned that helped to create the facility, get them realizing, if you want to be an entrepreneur, or if you want to pursue a career in this, you can do that, and here's how we can connect you, because I'm sure both of us know that where we are in our career, it probably came from somebody that we knew or a connection that we made. And so sometimes it can be hard to understand for people that maybe the word co-working is new to them. But it's really honestly like magical whenever you have people from different organizations and different parts of different careers and industries come together and be in the same space and start brainstorming and thinking about things, and then realizing like when you leave, like, wow, like this was so empowering and super fun. And so I think giving them that opportunity, I know from some of them, because I've got to have the broadcasting students come out, and oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Like they just tell me how excited they are, and this is super cool, and are you going to do a pitch competition? And I'm like, yes, I just have to learn how to be able to create one. So give me a little bit of time, but yeah.
I think that presents a unique opportunity too, where the staff and the people who are in the building quite frequently, they get to learn new things just as much as the interested parties, for sure. And you've got a list of various events that you guys are going to be hosting here soon. I didn't know if you wanted to kind of touch base on a few of them, or again, it's all about getting the community into this tech center. So yeah.
Yes, for sure. I would love to highlight some of our events. As I mentioned earlier, my role as the program coordinator, that just gets to be one of the many things that I get to do there. And so bringing high valuable programs and opportunities for people, not just in Pike County, but honestly the Southwest Indiana region, it's one of my favorite parts of my job. So this week, there's two big things going on. One is tomorrow evening, now I apologize, this is a mouthful, but the Indiana Small Business Development Center, the Southwest location out of Evansville. So they serve at least 10 to 11 different counties in the area. But they are coming to the tech center, and they're going to host something they call the Launch Your Own Business Workshop. So if I have an idea that I just scribbled on a napkin, or it's something I've been thinking about for 2 years and I have, just stopped and not tried to pursue it because of X, Y, and Z, they have a few business advisors that come and give you some really helpful like guidelines and pamphlets and just different things, workbooks for you to go through and start developing that idea and creating a plan to execute it versus just live out of your head, and drive you crazy. And then Thursday evening, we have what's called the Taste of Pike County. And this is a new event. I did not get to host this last year or get to help with this, but the Pike County Economic Development Corporation and then the Pike County Chamber of Commerce, they come together and do their annual dinner. And they put a little twist to it, and they call it Taste of Pike County. So they invite some of the local restaurants to come and be vendors, and then individuals that attend, they can go and try out all the different tastes of the county. And then you get to hear from both directors and hear a little bit about what happened the past year. And then there's a Family Feud style game at the end of it, which is really fun.
Yeah, it seems like there's plenty fun to be had. And I'm curious, as someone who's recently hearing about the Tech Center and these events and whatnot, what would you recommend people do if they want to learn more? Like, is there a website? Is it easiest to just call or walk in? What do you want to like? What is your draw?
Yeah, so I think I love the question because there's so many different ways that I can answer it, honestly. What I'm finding is your audience is so different. And so for individuals who are tech savvy and they want to know everything online and they want to have a feel for what it's going to be like before they show up, definitely recommend visiting our website, buchtatech.com. I have us on Instagram and Facebook and some different social media channels, LinkedIn, and then you can see the list of the events that we have going on and a little idea of what they're going to be about. But then also we're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, and to some of my audiences, coming in and receiving a tour and meeting someone face-to-face, that's where they're going to feel the most comfortable, especially if that is someone who maybe consider working there as well. I kind of got a little bit of both as an answer, but all things, you can walk in, you can call, you can check out our presence online as well.
Yeah, so the Elmer Buchta Tech Center is more just getting to talk with you. This is what I'm kind of concluding. It's for people who are wanting to grow their business or collaborate with people on growing various business ideas, but also be able to learn things and go to workshops and get the skills that you need. It's like pre-college kind of skill building, no matter what path you take.
Yes, absolutely. We're talking about how can we start a Toastmasters club regionally within the community, and then we've had QuickBooks workshops, and we've got a branding workshop coming up. So really trying to highlight how can we help businesses, how can we help youth, and also how can we support nonprofits and organizations in the community. Just find out what those gaps are and how can we work together, because the more that we connect and we help each other and other organizations support each other, the stronger and the better that we're going to be.
Yeah, I mean, again, it sounds like there's such a strong foundation in being able to give back to the community and also build that type of skill building to everyone in the community is super important.
Yeah.
So Bridget, is there anything else about the Tech Center, about your job, or about the events coming up, anything that we haven't touched on that you'd kind of like to say to the general masses or whomever that might be interested in, again, just seeking out or coming to an event or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. I really love all the things that we got to touch on. Honestly, I could say so much more, but I don't want to scare people. But, if you are somebody that has an idea for a business, or you have one that exists already, and maybe you're going through some hoops and you need some help, some moral support, please, come to the Tech Center, reach out to us. Once people come through those doors, everyone's like, wow, oh my gosh, it was so exciting from the outside, but most of the time, everyone's always excited. And for me, I get to play hostess every day. And so I had a company come last week, and they had about 30 to 35 people for a reservation, and they were hosting a workshop for their company. And the gentleman who was putting on the training, after he got all set up and everything, he came up to me and he just said, I was so nervous. I get anxious before I do these trainings with everybody. And he's like, but once I got here, he was like, I just felt at ease and I was calm. And I was like, yeah, Tech Center, I love this place. And Bridget put me at ease and I feel comfortable and I can do my thing. And that's what I want people to know is I am there if you need me, but this space is to be here to support you and give you be your cheerleader and be excited for you and be a comfortable space so you can do what really fuels your passion.
Very exciting. And I again, talking with this, it rose a new question for me. Is the center just reserved for Pike County residents, or are you accepting anyone in the southwestern Indiana region?
Anybody in the U.S. I have people who so how it works is very similar to a gym. You can get a membership for a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever's going to be best for you. And then you can visit the center 24/7. You get your own key card so you can come if you're a morning person or a night owl. If I had a member from New York because they came to, Petersburg every couple times a year, then anybody is our audience.
No, that's exciting to hear. Again, it for some people, it takes certain resources, and others, it's completely different. So again, having this center where people can just be and hopefully be productive and all of these things is super exciting. And in a place like Petersburg, where you're trying to grow it, and Pike County especially trying to grow that, and just having it open for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Bridget, thank you so much for talking with us today and learning more about the Elmer Buchta Tech Center and all that good stuff. Again, it's a relatively new building, and you see the colorful facade, but you don't know what it's really about until you talk with people and you get involved. So we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been 18 WJTS in.form. Again, if you are interested in the Elmer Buchta Technology Center, make sure to reach out to them online or by phone call, or just go and stop in, because Bridget is more than willing to help and, again, play host and give you all the information that you might need. So this has been 18 WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.